We all know what microwaves are, and we use them in our daily lives, but how exactly do they work? Microwaves use microwave radiation, as the name suggests, to heat up whatever we put inside. So what is microwave radiation, and how does it affect us? Radiation is defined as energy that comes from a source and travels through some material or through space. Some different types of radiation are light, heat, and sound.
There are three main terms when talking about waves of radiation: period, wavelength, and frequency. A period is the time it takes to complete a cycle. Frequency is the number of cycles in a second. The distance sound travels during one period is the wavelength. Microwaves are a form of electromagnetic radiation, meaning they are waves of electrical and magnetic energy moving together through space. Electromagnetic radiation spans a broad spectrum from very long radio waves to very short gamma rays. The human eye can only detect a small portion of this spectrum, called visible light.
Although microwaves do use radiation, it is not to the extent most people think. Microwaves cause water molecules in food to vibrate, producing heat that cooks the food. That's why foods that are high in water content, like fresh vegetables, can be cooked more quickly than other foods. This is because the water molecules have electrically positive and negative ends that are pulled back and forth.
If you put a cup of water in the microwave, nearly all of the microwave energy is absorbed by the water. However, if you run the microwave without anything in it, the microwaves aren't absorbed by anything except for the microwave itself. There are certain parts in the microwave that can be damaged by absorbing microwaves because they get too hot. This is why you should never run a microwave without anything inside of it.
The misconception is that microwaves use radiation to cook food from the inside out, heating the inside, which causes the outside to heat up. Although heat is produced directly in the food, microwave ovens do not cook food from the inside out like most people believe. When thick foods are cooked, the outer layers are heated and cooked primarily by microwaves, while the inside is cooked mainly by the conduction of heat from the hot outer layers.
Microwaves can go straight through most kinds of paper, plastic, or glass with no effect, so running the microwave with just paper, plastic, or glass inside should in most cases be the same as if there was nothing inside at all. And this is why many microwavable foods are put in containers of these such materials. But microwaves cannot go through metal, including gold and silver. When they hit metal, they are reflected, just like light off a mirror. If the metal has sharp points or bends about its shape, you can get sparks or arcs of electricity between the 2 points on the metal. This can cause the microwave to catch fire, and this is why you should never microwave food wrapped in aluminum foil.
Microwave radiation can heat body tissue the same way it heats food. Exposure to high levels of microwaves can cause a painful burn. The eyes are particularly vulnerable to RF heating because there is a relatively little blood flow in them to carry the excess heat away. Additionally, the lens of the eye is particularly sensitive to intense heat, and exposures of high levels of microwaves can cause cataracts. But these injuries, such as burns and cataracts, can only be caused by exposure to large amounts of microwave radiation. Exposure to high levels of radiation can also lead to mutations in the genome and lead to a greater risk of cancer cells developing. The common misconception about the dangers of microwaves is the severity of the danger of radiation. However, most injuries related to microwave ovens are the result of heat-related burns from hot containers, overheated foods, or exploding liquids rather than radiation. Despite this, radiation burns from microwaves can occur. Cases of radiation burning from microwaves are very rare, and in general, microwave oven radiation injuries are caused by exposure to large amounts of radiation leaking through openings, such as gaps in the microwave oven seals. However, FDA regulations require that microwave ovens are designed to prevent these high levels of radiation leaks.
Although microwaves do use microwave radiation, which can be potentially dangerous to humans, the safety measures put in place mitigate any significant safety concerns microwaves may entail.